Hey, welcome back, everybody. This is Mike Brenner coming to you with the Brenner Blast and the Brenner Breakdown for Monday, April 9th. I hope everybody had a great weekend. I hope everybody's getting fired up and focused for this coming week. We got a lot of action. You got NHL playoffs starting, NBA playoffs starting next Saturday, even though right now it's playoff team time for many teams. All right, we're coming off a very, very productive weekend, the kind of production you deserve on a regular basis between the paid picks, which you can still pick up that NBA package. Hit me up at MikeBrennerSports@gmail.com. That's right, MikeBrennerSports@gmail.com for the package information. But between the paid picks and the video picks, we had a 7-1 weekend. We swept the board yesterday. We had 2 picks on our private picks. The first halves covered easily. Full game didn't cover it all, so we were very sharp on that. Also, the Astros run line, that was a big win for us on the video pick yesterday. They got off the schneid, as they say, and had a big 4-1 cover yesterday. So we're feeling pretty good about it, just like everybody in LA. Talk about the Angels. Is baseball fun again or what? Shohei Ohtani, if that's how you pronounce it. I'm going to get beat up on that. Shohei Ohtani making baseball fun again for everybody. I mean, this guy is 2-0 as a pitcher. Between his 2 starts, he had 3 home runs, almost pitched a perfect game yesterday. He is so fun to watch, and to hear the announcers get into it, you should see the life on that LA Angel bench. I haven't seen it that active since Mike Trout was knocking 2 and 3 home runs out a night. But anyway, that kid is amazing. His repertoire of his different pitches is unheard of. I mean, he's got a 30-mile-an-hour difference between 2 of his pitches. Come on, that is unbelievable. But as I said, we got a lot going on. We had a very productive weekend. 4-0 sweep of the board yesterday and 3-1 the day before. So we'll take that. We got the edge on the bookie. Let's keep it. All right, we got a lot of early baseball, man. That's one thing about when baseball comes back, the first few weeks, it's a lot of early games. So I know a lot of people like it. A lot of people got to get prepared for it. All right, let's get into it. Pittsburgh at the Cubs. All right, the Cubs got Chatwood on the mound. He's 0-1, but he's got a 1.50 ERA. Run support the only issue. All right, Ivan Nova's on the mound, a 6.10 ERA thus far. He is not looking great in his 2 starts for Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's on fire, though, 7-2. Had it not been for Nova, they might be undefeated right now. All right, right now the Cubbies are favored -150. I'm telling you, I think Nova's going to struggle. It's an early game. It's at Chicago. We've got to play in this one, guys. Pulling that trigger. Chicago Cubbies on the first half run line. It's going to be +105 or +110. That's right. Cubs early and often to beat up on Nova, get the advantage. Chatwood continues to be in his zone. They cover that first half run line. Chicago Cubs. That game starts at about 2:20 Eastern this afternoon, so do not miss it. Another early game today. Well, no, tonight at 7 o'clock, you got Atlanta taking on Washington. All right, guys, I'm telling you, Scherzer, 5-game slide Washington's on. They started out 4-0 in the year. They've lost the last 5 games, but Scherzer, a lot of people saying, oh, he's looking old. Come on, man, this guy is still in MVP mode. 1-1 with a 1.64 ERA. He's got some soreness. He's got some things he's got to work out. Atlanta, Tehran's on the mound. No decision last game versus the Nationals as well. This guy escaped with a no decision after giving up 5 runs, 6 hits, and 3 home runs and 2 1/3. Are you kidding me? Wow. I'll tell you what, Washington's probably going to come out. This is a revenge game for them, and I believe they're going to come out on fire, but we will see. No call in that one. All right, breaking down some more baseball. We've got Houston. That's right, defending champs. Big ticket casher for us yesterday. They're at Minnesota, and I'm telling you right now, there's cold front coming through. Weather is going to be unbelievable. That game might even get postponed, but Verlander is due to take the mound. He's 1-0 with a 2.31 ERA, going to be facing Lance Lynn, who's really having a rough time in Minnesota. 0-1 with 11.25 ERA. Again, elements will be a key factor, and if that game gets played, Houston, defending champs, are -172 favored in that game on the money line. No call on that. Then you got Arizona at San Francisco. Zach Godley on the mound, 1.29 ERA. He's 1-0 on the year. Arizona 7-2, fighting already. Had a bench clear and brawl yesterday. I just love the tenacity of this team. They're at San Francisco, down Derek Hollins on the mound, third team in 2 years. All right, this guy is struggling, 0-1, 5.40 ERA. Third baseman Evan Longoria that was picked up. The Giants picked him up. He is struggling out of the gate as well. McCutcheon's on fire, but that's a whole different look team. They might struggle there. Arizona favored, minus 130 on the road. All right, guys, that's baseball. We got one pick, and we're very confident with it. We're jumping on the Cubbies on the first half run line, plus 105 or 110. Let's get into some NBA basketball. Pretty big slate today. We've got one pick, but I've got two sharp picks in the paid picks, so make sure you hit me up, all right, on my Gmail, MikeBrennerSports@gmail.com. All right, you've got Cleveland at the Knicks. I got no call in this game, but these two are going to play their last two games of the year against each other. Knicks are banged up. They're not playing for much, just a little bit of pride. Cleveland, they said it. What's most important is going into these playoffs healthy. All right, they've really showed that they can still be the dominant force in the East. Personally, I think they are. I don't think Toronto has anything for them. I know Boston doesn't have anything for them, and I don't think Indiana's going to have anything for them either. All right, so right now there's no line out. Cleveland at the Knicks. That should be a pretty hefty line. Then you got OKC at Miami. All right, OKC at Miami. Miami, 3 losses in a row, guys. 3 losses in a row. Fighting for that number 7 spot. They got to stop the bleeding. Oklahoma City, 3-way tie for the 5th spot with 2 games left. The full game right now is OKC minus 3. But you know what? I think the advantage here, I love the advantage here. We're taking the advantage here. Pulling that trigger, baby. OKC on the first half, minus 1.5. Look for Westbrook and company to come out early and often against Miami. Miami's just really out of sorts right now. I know everybody's supposedly healthy, but I think OKC is in a much more desperate spot. They got to win. All right, number 7 spot pretty much locked in for Miami. I like it. Thunder on that first half, minus 1.5. Some other interesting games. You got Minnesota versus Memphis. Minnesota cannot afford a letdown. Holding on to that last spot. Jimmy Butler's back. The defense is tougher. Memphis is Memphis. They got an injury list that looks like Suge Knight's arrest record, for crying out loud. All right, no line out yet on that game. Here's another interesting one. Pelicans at the Clippers. Clippers have bowed out. They're mathematically out of it. Pelicans, 3 straight wins, playing good ball, still in positioning. They're 1 game ahead of 9th place Denver. All right, so have to see what happens there. That line right now, Pelicans, minus 7.5, but be careful. Clippers are still playing for pride, and that team, as long as Doc Rivers is ahead of that team, all right, they will show up on a nightly basis. Another one to talk about, Portland at Denver. Portland lost 3 straight. Still in the driver's seat for the number 3 spot, but my God, you better grab some momentum on the way in. You're facing a desperate Denver squad. They're tied with Minnesota for the 8th spot. Right now, Denver is favored minus 4. We got no call on that one. All right, guys, that's some games to break down. Let's get this video up. Let's get it out. Let's keep these tickets cashing, guys. Really proud of what we're doing as of late. Let's continue the momentum, and let's continue to stay grateful and positive, and also let's stay humble. All right, guys. Again, we own it when we lose. We don't gloat when we win. We stay positive. We're resilient. We keep grinding it out, and look what's happening. Peaking at the right time for the NBA playoff run. Brenner style, baby. Got them fired up. All right, let's have a great Monday, guys. Make sure you plan that family time this week. Family is first on this team and always will be. Do yourself a favor, though. Bet responsible. Beat your bookie. Continue to build that bank with Brenner. And don't forget the Brenner Blast and that Brenner Breakdown is coming to you, baby. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, YouTube viewers, if you haven't already. Have a great Monday.